can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. Man, that's a loud pot. I got to get used to that, the volume on that one. Look, it's always an adventure here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. It is an Overreaction Monday, right? It's
no.
It's Power Rankings
You missed
Tuesday?
that one. Yeah, you missed that one too.
Oh, Womack Wednesday.
Nope, missed that one too. You were stuck in Chicago for that one.
Chicago. You know what? Open the government again, okay? The federal government needs to be doing its stuff.
Or
so I don't have to spend the night in Chicago and fear for my life on Cicero Avenue.
Or just get us a damn plane. I got a plane. Right. I saw me do it.
Right. Like, come on, man.
Between the two of us over the last 5 days, we've been in, according to my count, we've been in at least 9 states. You have flown over several more.
Yes, I have.
I have not flown over a state that I didn't actually put boots on the ground in.
Look, air travel is one of those things that I do not get.
What do you mean you don't get it? It's a big, it's a fuselage.
Will you check the brick connection?
Yeah.
It may have timed out.
I might have. You never know.
Because we may not. Are we there now?
Are potentially.
We is this?
I just unplugged it and plugged it back in. Thanks.
It's plugged it and plugged it.
That's all I know.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. All right. So the thing timed out on us here. I don't know that you guys heard any of that. So you know what? We're just gonna start the show again.
Live from the Ingles studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
Okay, welcome into the Sportsocracy here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. Look, when you fly without a safety net, things happen.
I'm going to be honest with you. This has been the most hero troubleshoot in the history of radio. And
I think you're with us here on a kickoff Thursday here at the Sportsocracy. As you know, we are live as always on Thursdays at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. It is a lovely, lovely fall day. The trees out in the lawn here at 135 Coxe Avenue are starting to turn. The tops of them are all red, and it's just it's a lovely time to be alive, you know, and you really do appreciate the finer things in life, like, you know, trees and clean air and sky and safety when you go to New York City, Chicago, and then you come back here and you go, this is the place to be.
you do have us turned way down so they can't really hear us.
We're down too far? Is that
closer?
More?
There it is.
You need more?
So that's good.
Okay.
So the best way I can explain this is that we were planning a concert. And we remembered to hire all the acts,
yes,
and we forgot the damn wristbands. Because somebody has to let people get into the program.
What? What does that mean?
We have me, you, Eddie Fox.
Yes.
You know, heroes.
Yes. True.
Coordinating this. We got the entertainment right.
Murrow Award winning.
Did anybody remember to pay the power bill? That's the question that I currently have.
Yes, that is a good question, as always to have. It was a fun little trip up to New York City for the last few days. The federal government needs to get on the stick here. We need Congress to come together and realize that There are people's lives at stake here. I should not have to be searching for a hotel on Cicero Avenue on a whim. It doesn't make me feel safe, although it did give me the opportunity to just gorge myself on a Portillo's Italian beef sandwich and a Chicago dog, which, I mean, look, I've had hot dogs before.
A Chicago dog
But I
is
don't
different.
know that I've ever had a dog that had all of that on it.
A Chicago dog's different.
Oh, it was so good with the tomatoes and the pickle spear, and then they put these little like kind of hard hot peppers in it. I don't know what the hell they were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, they were good.
Tank,
Chicago dogs are a different thing.
I do need you to tell the people
Yes.
in what could be defined as a 2-sentence synopsis.
Yes.
Can you describe the difference in traveling with Jeremy and traveling with Mark Starling? I didn't preface this.
Oh.
I saw some videos that y'all shot from hotel rooms.
Oh my.
And I went, oh no. Mark needs to go to the Jeremy Green School of Booking Hotel Room.
Yeah. Look.
First of all, you and I never sleep in the same room. It's a rule I have.
No. Yeah. Right.
Unless all we're going to do is sleep and it's for like 4 hours.
There's also the difference in how these are financed, because one is financed by the company that has billions of dollars, and your way is funded by your heart that says, I think I feel safe here. And the company goes, I don't care if you feel safe wherever you are, whether it be in the Southwest airplane. What is it with Southwest Airlines, by the way?
Well, I mean, you have to hold somebody else's baby, which really bothers me.
Right.
That really bothers me.
I mean, look, the seats at Fenway Park are bigger than the seats on a Southwest Airways plane. And this whole nobody has assigned seats, we just grab whatever seat we want to, that is horse hockey.
So
I'm trying my best to skirt all of the FCC violations that are running through my head right now. But holy Jesus.
I just remembered that Southwest Airlines existed when you just said that.
Right.
I flew on that airline one time. I had to hold somebody else's baby, and that was enough for me to go, I will not be doing this again.
I would like to inform everyone that we will be flying Delta.
There it is. That's a good one.
On the next trip, which is Sunday, which, whew, I don't know if I've recovered from New York the first time, and now I got to turn around and go back this weekend.
The best way I can explain how to book airline travel, you should be proud to be an American. If the logo is red, white, and blue, you're good. If you start throwing in other colors like orange or green, bad. That's not good. That's not American colors, and you're doing it incorrectly.
So American Airlines, Delta, those are the ones.
American, Delta, U.S. Airways, those are all good.
U.S. Air, does that exist?
It was bought by, I think it was bought by
like
Delta.
Yeah.
But all of their logos, red, white, and blue.
True. I like
Spirit, on the other hand. See, Spirit's even different. Spirit, you have to hold somebody else's dog, like in a cage that you're not allowed to let it out of. And you don't even have a seat. You just sit on a stool that may or may not be affixed to the ground.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I think we can write off all of those airlines as ever being sponsors, and that's fine because I don't want to fly on your plane.
Right. I guess at least it wasn't Spirit is the best way to go there. But anyway, it was a fun trip. It was an absolute honor to get the Edward R. Murrow Award for continuing coverage in the small market on behalf of WWNC and our whole iHeart team. Jeremy and Eddie and Amanda and Josh and Ariel and Brian and everybody that worked on that project was just so good. And, to be recognized as broadcasters by there were people in that room that I couldn't even believe. Like, we had the head of iHeart News Talk, Chris Berry, was taking us around and introducing us to all of his friends. And all of his friends run all of the other networks. So it was like, hey, here's so-and-so. He's the head of CBS News. Hey, here's so-and-so. He's the head of ABC News. And I'm going, what am I doing here?
So I have to.
Like, I should not be. I'll make wiener jokes on a sports show 5 days a week.
Yes.
Why am I in the room with all of these people?
So I have to tell my side of your Murrow story.
Right.
Because you and I only really spoke a couple times while you were gone.
Right.
So I'm in Atlanta. I've got a slew of Bills fans. I'm on the Sky Bridge in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And I see a post from Tank on social media that said, what am I doing here? And in my head, I went, I know 3 things about Tank Spencer right now. 1, he's had more whiskey drinks than you can shake a stick at.
A few.
2, he's getting in his emotions hard. And 3, he needs to be propped back up real fast. And that's what I did.
Exactly. That's what you're good for.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
you belong
Jeremy
there.
was the one that said you belong in that room.
You belong there as much as anybody there. Just take it.
It is wild, though, to think like you're closer to the top of your profession than you ever thought you'd be. And that is a cool feeling. And it got me to New York. It got me to see Times Square for the first time. I saw Times Square a lot. I almost was forced to see some dude's wiener, and that was not cool. That was not fun.
I'm not gonna lie.
Somebody
please
clip
that.
There's across the street from the hotel we were staying in. There's this little bodega, so we go over there, to see what they get, see what kind of snacks they got. There's a guy sitting next to the door. Just you can picture him in your mind. He's got the beard, very ragged. I did not notice this, but Mark said he noticed the guy had like 5 hospital bracelets on one arm. Dude is crazy.
This is New York in a nutshell, by the way.
And he's just shouting things. We go into the store, and he's leaned up against the door as we go in, and he just like jerks his head up, and he goes, "I know you," and I went, no, you don't. Like, I didn't say anything. I just, no, you don't, and went on into the store. We go walking around the store, blah, blah, blah. I'm not paying any kind of attention. No kind of attention. I went, maybe he's just going to disappear when I leave this store. Apparently, he was waiting for me to come back out of the store. And when I come out of the store, I open the door, and out of the periphery, I see that his red sweatpants that he was wearing have a ripped hole all in the region. All I see is blue boxer shorts, and I can see his hand around something very large, and he's shaking it at me, going, "I know you! I know you!" And me and Mark just both like went, don't look at it. Just go straight and don't talk to anybody. We did not look back up. We did not look back up.
So I didn't.
From the pavement, like we both stared at the pavement and just walked as fast as we could. And we did not look back up until we were at least 2 blocks away. We may have just ran like 4 pedestrian red lights. We have no idea.
So I've spent obviously being a Jets fan, I've spent a lot of time in New York.
Yeah.
Even though the Jets are out in New Jersey, you don't really stay out there because, well, you're not part of the Jersey Shorecast.
Right.
So I didn't tell you any of my New York stories on purpose. So now I'm going to tell you a story that I've reserved for just this instance when you had and now you're going back to New York, which I feel like I did this exactly right. I've ridden the subway in New York 3 times total.
Okay.
The third and final time, I sat down next to a gentleman who sounds like he could be cousins with the guy that you're referring to.
Okay.
He had
the same guy.
He had a guitar.
Okay.
And he said, and I quote, "If you give me $1, I'll play any song you want." And me, being the inquisitive like that I am, I knew that I had some quarters in my pocket. And so I went, "Can you play Country Roads?" Because that's my song.
Yes.
And he said, "Yeah, I know that one." He then proceeded to play 6 bars of Piano Man. And I realized it's easy to play any song you want. when you don't know the difference between the songs. And literally, as I got off the subway, my stop was
Did you
coming
ask him to play another one?
No, because my stop was coming up. And as I stood up and I looked at everybody on the train and I went, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Billy Joel." And I walked off the train. And for the life of me, I think that's New York in a nutshell. Could you play John Denver? Best I could do is Billy Joel.
See, now I want to know if he does that to everybody.
I don't know.
You go on a song? I like to hear it. Here it goes, and then he just plays the Piano Man every time.
See, well, that's
actually the only song he knows, and he actually thinks he's Billy Joel.
And that's the funniest part is that based on the look of this gent, he may have been Billy Joel. I don't know.
Look, hey.
But now, if that was Billy Joel if he met Dusty Rhodes, and he fell on hard times, Daddy.
Hard times.
But
I
I have New York stories for
awesome.
days.
It was awesome. It was a great time. Learned a lot about things. Things that I didn't even want to know.
There
about.
have been so many clips sent to our Discord from this, and I feel like they should be in our new open.
I'm sure. It probably will be. It is the Sportsocracy. We are live at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. If you would like to come see the frivolity live, you're more than welcome to. Everyone here seems to be not real happy with it. I just caught dead eyes from some guy. It's like, I'm trying to eat barbecue here, and this guy's talking about a guy shaking his wiener at me. I'm sorry. It was an adventure. Look in New York City. Hats off to you. Yeah, you can leave it though. It's one of those take it or leave it things. I may just leave it. Unfortunately, I have to go back in 3 days. We'll be back to talk some football here on ESPN Asheville 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400 in just a moment.
the Sportsocracy.
We are back live. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville, 135 Coxe Avenue on the South Slope. It is the best meat in town, despite what the guy outside the bodega thinks.
I knew that's the joke you were going to tell. Bill Workman's got a great new idea for a segment on this show called Tank Travels.
Yeah.
We send you to new cities and just see how long it takes before you get killed in one when we send you without me.
No kidding. Look, there were only like twice. There was only 2 times where I was like afeared I was going to be attacked. Like, you know, like you lock eyes with somebody and they don't look right, and then they come way too close to you, kind of thing. Like, but head on a swivel.
I mean, my travel was a lot better than yours.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, I stayed at the W one night. I stayed at the Embassy in Atlanta.
Nice.
It's the first hotel room I've ever stayed in where I had 3 televisions in one room. That was new. And they played a fun little trick on me where they put different remotes in different places.
Yep.
So the one in my bedroom, the one in the living room, and the one in the bathroom, they had mixed all the remotes up. And so after like 8 beers, I couldn't figure out why was the volume not turned down. I'm ready to go to sleep. And I could hear the volume going up and down in the bathroom. Like, oink.
Wait, why did you have the TVs on in every room?
They give you 3 televisions, Tank.
Okay.
And
All
you
right.
put stuff
gotta
on all
use
3 of them.
Sure. You got to use them.
I watched SportsCenter while showering.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. And Tank, he showered while holding his wallet. Because Mark does not stay at the Embassy Suites. He stays at the Roadway Inn.
No, we had a really nice hotel for this one. And the next one should be pretty good.
Where are
as
you
well.
staying this for the next one?
So we are staying at the Manhattan.
Yeah,
I think
that
the
is
name
a
of
good
it.
one.
It's like right across. It's like right around the corner from the radio station.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
see, here's the thing. Like we're doing our shows live from the iHeart mothership up there, and so since we have to be there at 4:00 in the morning, the bosses are nice enough to go, well, you know, we're not going to stick you in Queens. We're not going to make you ride the subway at 3 a.m. so you can get it.
I'm going to call Chris Berry and be like, you are a content-driven man. We put Mark and Tank on the subway. I send them with a GoPro, and we just watch.
I want to ask you a question, and I want your honest opinion. Which one of the 2 of us do you think handled New York City better?
You by a mile.
I just wanted to know if you had the right answer on that.
You by a mile.
Whew. That's the other thing about traveling with Mark Starling. That boy stresses over everything.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Everything. Oh my goodness.
I love.
I mean, I get the frustration about the flight back to Chicago, because when you're sitting on the airplane on the tarmac and the pilot comes on and he says, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inform you that we are having some sort of a delay here in our takeoff. We are currently about 17th in line to take off, and air traffic control can only handle a couple of planes at a time. So strap in." And like, okay, well, we're here. And so by the minutes ticked away, it was like, okay, we're not making our connecting flight.
See, that's why you fly with me, because they come by and go, "Sir, would you like another beverage?" Give me 3 fingers of bourbon and a Diet Coke. I don't care if we sit here all night.
Drank a lot of old fashions while we were up there. Anyway, there was football going on.
You missed a lot in the sports world.
I believe I did. I mean, James Franklin doesn't have a job anymore.
Hallelujah.
Ryan Callahan doesn't
Can Mike Norvell be next? We have Jeremy Green to the order of planes, and you are Billy Napier, and I am Mike Norvell, and I have skipped right to the front of the line.
Really?
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. I won't watch another game till he's gone.
Okay.
After you, I want you to understand the mental composition of losing to Pittsburgh.
Right.
I hate Pittsburgh as much as I hate Miami to the Florida Power.
Right.
And you lost to them at home. Yeah. Mike Norvell, I hate to channel my inner New Yorker, go full Godfather, but you're dead to me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we got some super chats that we need.
We
to get
do.
to. We did not load up any new sounds for this week.
You could just play the. I don't know what you're gonna play. Just yep.
We could just nope, it wasn't that one. I shouldn't have touched that button. The button to play it's actually over here.
Yep. I wondered why you were hitting the.
I don't know. We could give us some Creed banger. Go ahead.
Patrick Holt, Bill Krosky fumbles. Yeah, Washington. Dude, Washington fans just need you to be patient. It's been a little clunky to start the year. Terry McLaurin's been in and out. Mm-hmm. It's taken us some time to figure out that Bill Krosky Merritt is indeed the only living, breathing running back that we have in that running back room.
Mm-hmm.
Stop with Jeremy McNichols. Please stop with Chris Rodriguez immediately, and just give it to the law firm, Bill Krosky and Merritt.
Yeah. We got one from Sir Jimothy. Oh, that hits harder than Creed.
The power ranking of bands all time. Creed 1, Imitation Creed 2, everybody else a distant 4. The betting line, anyway, Fallis finds a way to lose tonight. I believe he would be talking about Pittsburgh. With Pittsburgh at the Bengals tonight in the Geriatric Bowl.
No.
I don't agree with you. I think
you think Falco can do it.
Look, Thursday night football. We've been here for every Thursday night game this year.
Sure.
What have we learned about Thursday night football?
They're weird.
It's drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all drunk, and it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you think is going to happen, do the opposite and count your money tomorrow. Yes, there is a way Cincinnati covers this number. Yes, there is a way Cincinnati wins this game. No, I can't explain it to you. Ask the universe, because we play football on Thursday, and all intelligence goes out the window. As referenced by the Crayon Eater and Swag Surfing Jackson Dart beating the Philadelphia Eagles last week.
Yeah.
I do feel like Jackson Dart has replaced Kirk Cousins as the official Swag Surfing quarterback. They played that in Atlanta, and I went, this just doesn't hit the same without Kirk Cousins. Mm-hmm. And then all I could think about was Jackson Dart, and I went, I happen to know the guy that plays the music in that stadium, and don't believe you're going to need to.
All right, I believe we have another super chat. From Jonathan Welch.
He said he's watching from an undisclosed location deep in the mountains of Montana.
Whoa.
Much love and falafel the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Are you staying at the Unabomber's Ranch?
Montana, that was a choice.
Montana's beautiful. I've never been.
I've been.
I've never been.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I've been in the state, but I've never been in the state.
Yeah, when I was a kid, my grandparents took me on a cross country RV trip, and it was a lot of fun. But we did the whole United States basically. We started in North Carolina, drove to Texas, and then went New Mexico and straight up went to Glacier National Park in Montana. It was beautiful. Seeing snow on the ground in July as a kid blew my mind. But yeah, it is. I mean, I get it. It's a beautiful place. Colorado. That's another. I'll never forget how beautiful Colorado Springs was. We went out and checked out the Air Force Base and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Colorado's beautiful as long as you stay away from the colleges. Those are cults.
Okay.
You will hear some of the dumbest things ever said to you on those college campuses.
No doubt about it.
Did you know that the government would be better if everybody had only $8? I want you to get away from me as quickly as you can.
All right, we've got one from Great North. He says nothing pairs with wieners better than bear balls. You're right.
He's exactly right.
It's the total package, and you can have one down here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue. They're $5 every day. They were the balls and wieners were so in demand that they had to put it permanently on the menu.
And by the way, that's what happens when you order them, and it comes up on the little the little telex there.
They still haven't changed it.
I laugh every time I see that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Every single time.
Yep. Yep, Wiener Bowls. Come get you some. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue. It is the Sportsocracy. We'll get to more super chats. Plus, we'll talk some football. Catch up on how things have been since we've been away.
Since you've
we've
been gone.
apart. I know. Since you've been gone.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast. The Sportsocracy.
And we're back at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. It is the best place to have a fall lunch. I can tell you that.
For sure. I'm personally making my own bowl today. It's going to be awesome.
Well, yeah, and I don't doubt that. It's just I wouldn't think about putting collard greens in the mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. That's
Jeremy got his.
any way you want it, they'll fix it down here.
Jeremy got his #BuiltDifferent shot Monday, and I'm feeling some kind of way.
He's feeling fired up for Christ.
I
like it.
I am telling you, I'm lit up, and I like it.
We got some. I got some poutine coming on the way with some chicken. It's going to be real, real nice. Come on down. You can join us for lunch. We'll be hanging out here until tonight for the Thursday night football showdown between the elderly gents of the NFL. 40-year-old Joe Flacco against 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
So I have a trivia question for you that I didn't brace you on.
All right.
There have been 2 games in NFL history before tonight
Yes.
where the combined age of the quarterback starting in the game
Yes.
are over 81 combined.
Yes.
Can you name the 4 quarterbacks that played in the other 2?
Drew Brees and Tom Brady.
That's 2.
And
If you get the other 2, I'm going to swear you're a witch.
I will say, well, it tells me you got to, like, turn back the clock for this.
Not a ton.
Like real far? Like, you got to go real far?
I mean, we're not talking autogram and white tittle. We're not going that far.
I was thinking like Fran Tarkenton.
Nope, too far.
Too far, okay. Because Fran played till he was like 40.
Fran played forever.
George
But,
Blanda.
I mean, yeah, you're way too far back.
That's way too
George
far back.
Blanda had to keep playing just because his insurance was through the league and his bricklaying job didn't pay well enough.
Old man quarterbacks. Dan Marino.
Nope. Dan didn't play that long.
Really? He wasn't like 38, 39?
Yeah, but you got to remember, you got to get to 80, to over 81.
I was thinking maybe he played. No, he wasn't that old then. That's part of my problem is like I'm thinking about how old they are now.
I'll give you a hint. Both of these quarterbacks played for the New York Football Jets. And neither one of them was playing for the Jets when they played each other.
So Vinny Testaverde.
That is one.
And who's the other? Vinny Testaverde and Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. That is the one.
All right. I had to go down a path there to get there, but we finally got there. Do we have another super chat?
We do.
Let's see.
The Sportsocracy.
Nope, that's the wrong button.
There you go.
So this one's from Red Sea. It says it's going to become a Tankaroke Thursday again. Going to need Tank to sing Rocky Top again. Hey, I said the stupid thing about shirts. You said the thing about
That is true.
I'll sing the super chat.
Speaking of,
Oh, God.
it's a good time to do that.
Oh, God.
All right,
There's a
today's-
shirt in this bag that Tank's been very excited about.
I am so excited.
Red Sea, we will make him sing Rocky Top in the next hour. We also have a daily draft as opined by the listeners of this show that we'll do in the third hour.
Okay.
Power ranking the fan bases that are the most happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to add another layer. We'll do it like stock up, stock down.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Drafting the fan bases that are the happiest with where their team is right now.
Okay.
And the fan bases that are the most disgusted with where they are right now.
Ooh.
I thought it was a
good
great
one.
question. It
That
came
is
up
a good
during
one.
Power Rankings Tuesday.
I like the added stock up, stock down to the drafts.
This
all
this
right,
is
that's gonna be
a
fun.
this is also
be
a
good.
good time for a programming note.
Yes.
From this day forward,
Yes.
if you do not hear us on ESPN Radio Asheville,
Yes.
you will be able to see us on YouTube.
Okay.
There will be a show at noon every day, whether it's on radio or not.
Something.
Sometimes we have physical limitations that
Mm-hmm.
I can't run a board by myself, so when Tank's gone,
Which will happen again next week.
correct, I can't always do it. If I've got somebody in the room with me, that's one thing. But it's hard for me to push buttons and talk to myself, and
Exactly.
that's too much.
I get it. So yeah, always on the YouTubes. Jeremy will take care of you here. All right, Jeremy, you ready for this?
No?
I believe you are, because this may be the best shirt that you've ever.
Oh,
done.
my God, that's awesome. Oh, my God, that's awesome.
The Rex Ryan Deluxe. I don't know.
Somebody made a Rex Ryan Hawaiian shirt that is now my favorite thing that I own.
That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, this
So
is
during the
going
break-
on in the break.
Yeah, during the break he'll pop that on. Thank you to whoever sent it. There was no note, so claim it if you sent it.
That is fantastic.
Another shirt that Jeremy more than likely will
That was
wear.
Gary Birch.
That was Gary
That was
Birch.
Gary
All right.
Birch. That And the material's awesome too.
Yes, yeah, I thought you would enjoy that. I saw that and went, "Yep, today's the day."
I'm afraid there may have to be one less shirt that I'm currently wearing, but oh my.
The food has arrived.
The food is arrived. Can we just take the break now? Do we have 11 minutes of
And
commercials?
it's got that brisket gravy on top of the poutine. Oh my goodness! Got it with a little some tater tots on there. Looks like the pulled chicken. Oh my goodness! I can't wait. Anyhow,
I am
if
very
your mouth
locked
is
into
also
this Rex
watering,
Ryan shirt.
turn the car around. Come on down to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. It is the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. So tonight we got the old guys on Thursday Night Football. We will have a full Football Friday for you tomorrow on the program. We'll give you all the picks of the weekend. Coming up this weekend, we will have ESPN broadcasting NFL and college football on Saturday. Since the Tar Heels play tomorrow night. Excuse me. The Tar Heels play tomorrow night after high school football.
I've dubbed that the Who Gives a Falafel Bowl.
Right. Carolina at Cal with a kickoff at 10:30 p.m.
The only way you really care about that game is if your team needs a quarterback in the transfer portal and you
Right.
really want the kid from Cal.
Right. So you will have, of course, the Tar Heel coverage with Jones Angel coming up tomorrow on ESPN Asheville after high school football. I think we got Irwin and Asheville this week as the Buncombe County High School football game of the week. Then on Saturday, Oklahoma and South Carolina at noon on ESPN Asheville. And then on 92.9, 880, and 1400 on Sunday, we will have the coverage of the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Somehow that ended up being the ESPN game of the week.
That's funny because
But
I'm
we'll give it
not
to
even sure that's the Kansas City game of the week. It's certainly not the Las Vegas game of the week.
Well, I mean, look, it's those games are always fun. Those division games are fun, and now that the Chiefs aren't what they were, Raiders might have a chance to win one.
I would rather watch a guy in Vegas wearing a shirt like my new Rex Ryan shirt playing Pie Gal.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. But that was the ESPN game of the week this week. So you'll hear it all here on ESPN Asheville.
It never stops being funny to me when I see the current draft order. Do you realize that 7 of the 8 bottom-picking teams right now all play in the AFC? The Jets, the Browns, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Titans, the Bengals, and the Raiders. The only entry in between that is the Saints at 5.
Wow.
That's how bad the AFC is at the bottom.
It's unreal. I did not expect to be coming into week 7, or is this week 7?
Yes.
Week 7 of the NFL, and my team's the best team in the league.
You're still not the best team in the league, but you're up there.
I did not expect that. So I'm feeling pretty good, and yeah, that's going to be one of my first picks. I might have to have first pick of the daily draft today.
So I do want to ask. We got a few minutes here before the bottom of the hour break.
Yeah.
I did power rankings Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
If you did power rankings, your number one team in the NFL right now would be who?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's not mine and I'll explain why.
Okay.
To me, there is only one team in the NFL
Mm-hmm.
that has a problem that is fixed by getting a guy back that is on their roster,
Okay.
and that's the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, outside of corner, what really stops them from being the best team in the league? The offense is good, but you have to be able to play from in front.
Sure.
DJ Reed comes back. He can deal with number one receivers. I don't know when Terry and Arnold's going to come back. I don't really know that I care.
Right.
As long as I've got the guy that can deal with the one,
Mm-hmm.
and it opens me up to not having to play these god-awful layback zones like they did against Kansas City,
Right.
I don't care. Everybody else would have to go make a move to fix the problem they have.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions just have to get healthy. That's it.
Yes. Yeah. The O-line needs help.
Well, I mean, it needs to get healthy.
Right. They need to get healthy. So, okay, I can see you there. Right now, I feel like there is a wishbone up the keister of Todd Bowles and Baker Mayfield, and For whatever reason, call it, ruthless aggression. I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it. Whatever brand of football they're playing right now, there's not a team in the league that I wouldn't take them over.
I would. There are several I would not.
That could
take
change
over in terms of just betting a one-off.
Right. That could very well change easily. But right now, it seems that Tampa Bay's got it all put together, and whatever it is, it's a working.
So you're already calling number one pick in the daily draft.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
Sure. We'll do that. That makes me sad thinking of what I could lose in that daily draft, but it is what it is. We'll take our chances. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app and, of course, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. We'll be back here on a kickoff Thursday at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville.
Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Hey, I'm going to see that guy in like 4 days. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's up there, too. He's a Marconi nominee as well.
That would be Colin Cowherd.
That is Colin Cowherd.
Since,
Up on the television. They can't
stories
see what
of
I'm
the
seeing.
mind.
They can't see what I'm seeing. Are you sure? We are live down on the South Slope in Asheville. It is a beautiful, beautiful October day. The leaves are changing. They got a breeze blowing. The sun is shining. It is a wonderful day to be out on the streets of Asheville. And if you are, come on by. Say hello. Come get you some bear balls. Come get you some of this poutine. Oh, my goodness. Tots, fries, shredded pork, shredded barbecue chicken, and then brisket gravy on top is enough to satisfy any growing boy.
Mine still wins. I made a macaroni and cheese collard bowl with pulled chicken on top, and it is outrageous.
So it's mac and cheese, collards, and chicken.
I love collard greens.
Yeah, I get it. But that was all. That was just 3 ingredients. Okay.
And it's fantastic.
All right. I'm in. Everything they make down here is fantastic. So come on down. It's a great place to watch a game down here at the Back Alley Bar. Make it your spot to watch Thursday night football with us or any other football game, basketball game, whatever. They'll have it on the TV for you. And if they don't, you can just ask. They'll be so nice, so kind.
And Gary Birch has kindly made me my new favorite shirt.
Yes. He made that shirt?
He had it made because I promise you, nobody else has been smart enough to ever come up with a Rex Ryan Hawaiian shirt. This will be the first one of these.
Shirt.
It's that Hawaiian print. The only reason I know that's how this started. I've looked at having shirts like this made for us, but our logo starts to look like one of those 3D paintings. You're like, I can't stare at it hard enough.
It's way too busy.
So
Rex
good.
Ryan's face. That's an interesting shirt. You want to check it out on the YouTube stream. It is a kickoff Thursday, so we're here for Thursday night football. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers in an AFC North bout going at it tonight. So come on down to the Back Alley Bar.
Sponsored by Metamucil.
Yes. The quarterbacks are old in the game tonight.
No, Tank.
What are you not supposed to be eating while we're doing
I can't help it.
segment here? I mean, okay, I guess we're just breaking all of the rules here.
Tank, when did I ever follow rules?
It's very true. It's very true. So we've had firings going on since I've been gone. Who's next?
Mike McDaniel.
You think so?
Aaron Glenn. Fire both of my coaches today.
I don't know. Because the Jets obviously are terrible. You have no hope left.
No, Tank.
They're worse than terrible.
A parking ticket is terrible. The Jets are an abomination. They are a stain on the tapestry that is the world. They are a joke of a disaster, of a train wreck, of an abomination.
Mm-hmm.
They are the worst.
Okay. All right. So we've cleared that up. You're not happy. Guess.
What was your first clue?
So Aaron Glenn is your answer?
The next one to get fired, Mike McDaniel.
Things just keep getting worse and worse down there. Tua calls out everybody publicly, which I don't really have a problem with. I mean, I guess there is that whole you keep it in the locker room thing. But is that not something that's been said time and time again? Hey, show up for work, show up for the team meetings, and maybe things will get better.
I think the Tua thing will be what actually gets McDaniel fired. I mean, because him hemming and hawing around like a meth addict has not done it. I mean, I can't figure out how anybody listens to him talk and doesn't go, how clueless are you actually?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is a good time to point out that coaches in Capris are a combined 1-11 this year. And the only win came against each other.
Nice. Very nice.
Grown men don't wear Capris.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I will wear
your first sign.
I will wear a jogger with a cuff that comes up the leg. That's not a capri pant.
Right.
Capri pants are what you buy at the Gap. Stop that. Yeah, my next coach to get fired would be Mike McDaniel. I don't think there's as many in grave danger in the NFL. I mean, now that Brian Callahan's gone, which had to happen.
Right.
I do find it funny that to find some solvency and as a steadying hand, they've turned to Mike McCoy.
Sure. I mean, I guess that's as good of a choice as any that you had on that staff.
Well, that would be like bringing me in to help you eat healthier. I don't know that you did that right.
Have you ever met a nutritionist? Just curious.
Met?
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It is a thing. It is a thing. Taking health advice from an overweight nurse. Right? Like my mom fought that all her life. It was, why should I listen to you? Because, well, it's the thing.
Mama Tank's going to come down here and punch you in the face.
No, she'll tell you the same thing. That was one of her biggest complaints over the years. Of course, that is the thing. Doctors and nurses take care of everybody else. Don't necessarily take care of themselves.
See?
It's a thing.
Falafel and right, I'm a doctor.
Yeah. I don't think you could use that excuse, Jeremy.
I'm wearing scrubs right now.
Brian Callahan is gone. Aaron Glenn should be on the chopping block next, in my opinion. It's not like Mike McDaniel's far behind. Aaron Glenn needs to be fired right now. Mike McDaniel needs to be fired in about 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, the problem with Aaron Glenn, what are you going to do? Promote Steve Wilkes? The guy that somehow took this defense that was, even with Robert Saleh, the defense was still good. The offense was just putrid.
Right.
Now the defense is terrible. And all these people keep telling me, but look what he did to Bo Nix last week. Or you go back and watch the tape and realize that Bo Nix did that to Bo Nix.
Right.
Because he's not good at football.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jets are going to get lit up by Bryce Young this week.
The question is, does it matter who you turn it over to? Anybody other than that guy? Because that's where you have to be as a franchise when you decide you're getting rid of your coach. It's anybody but him.
Well, that's where I'm at with Miami. And I think Miami would either turn it over to Frank Smith or Anthony Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're in better shape either way. But, really looking around the NFL, I don't see a lot of other teams where I see some coordinators I'd like to be fired. Cardinal fans, Drew Petzing.
Yep.
There are a few others. Kevin Patullo, I'd like to see him incarcerated for what he's done with that offense.
No doubt.
But there's not a ton of head coaches that I'm – college football, on the other hand, where you want to start?
Bill Belichick. We don't have to talk about it. I just want to throw
Bill
Belichick.
Oh, this is a good time to – we're going to be judges for the Halloween contest here.
Oh, are we?
They're doing a costume. Megan asked me this in the last commercial break.
Okay, so the Hatchaween party?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're doing a costume contest here. You and I are going to be judges, and I'm coming dressed as Bill Belichick and Jordan Brooks.
And Jordan Brooks.
Is that her name? Jordan
Hudson.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Jordan Brooks is a linebacker for the Dolphins.
You're coming dressed as both of them?
Yep.
How you gonna pull that off?
Well, I'm going to come dressed as Bill,
Yeah.
and I'm going to attach a blow-up doll wearing a pair of go-go boots and some jorts and a note that says, "Can I have $20 for the concession stand, Daddy?" That's what I'm going to do.
All right. That is a choice.
Yep. It's the thing I'm going to do.
Can't wait to see that. So Hatchaween, come spend Hatchaween down here with us.
Boom.
At Bear Smokehouse Barbecue.
I mean, Bill, that one's obvious. I think Mike Norvell's obvious. Then you get into the less obvious. Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah.
Oh, but he beat Oklahoma. He beat a team whose quarterback had hand surgery 17 days ago, and they still scored 23 points.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think he's good. I just don't think he's a good coach. He just is what he is. I think he is what he's always been. The problem is, who do you turn it over to? And then you start getting into those coordinators. Glenn, what's his last name? Is it Glenn Schumann?
Yes.
There's Glenn Schumann, Will Stein, handful of others. You got to take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking about this over the last week of, coaches in college football right now, there's not a ton of high-end ones. I think Kirby Smart's at the top of that heap.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dan Lanning's up there real high. But, I mean, getting to 5 is hard to do. I start thinking Clark Lay's name way earlier than you want me to.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to now. I mean, how good does a guy have to be to put Vanderbilt in the situation that they're in?
Well, I mean, they have to be real good. Just don't give them a job at Penn State.
Well.
Because just because you can win at Vanderbilt does not mean that you can win a national title. Ask James Franklin. He will tell you.
Yes, it's very true. It's very true.
James Franklin's like, I could recruit 13 guys on the ESPN Top 300. It was still harder for me to win a national title.
I would be very interested to figure out where he lands.
James Franklin?
Yeah.
The rumor right now is Florida, and I don't think I've ever wanted anything more.
Oh, we're gonna put Big Game James in the SEC, where you play 7 big games a year. That's bold.
I will say this. I want, because I don't think Kurt Cignetti's leaving Indiana. Kurt's a really loyal guy. Indiana gave him the shot, and I think he wants to win a national title there, and I think he believes he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to lie to you, I don't disagree with him. Right now, 2 of my 5 favorite teams in America are Indiana and Texas Tech. I'll give you $1 if you can name me the head coach at Texas Tech right now.
I know it, but I don't.
I'm going to wait to see if somebody puts it in the chat. Without looking it up.
Yeah.
Scout's honor.
Right.
Can you name me the coach at Texas Tech?
Mm-hmm. I cannot.
I can, but
You're expected to.
yes.
You're the brains of the outfit. You're expected to.
I don't know.
James Franklin at Wisconsin. That would be. I could see that.
I don't think
could
he
see him
stays in the
staying
Big
in
Ten. I really don't. I don't think he stays in the Big Ten.
You think he goes to rule like the Big 12?
Could.
I feel like he's probably going to replace Bill Belichick at North Carolina, and that
would be the best hire humanly possible for North Carolina. But
Well,
I guess
look,
that's a funny part to me of how colleges work. I mean, look, going into this offseason, I feel like Lane Kiffin should have a reality show where Florida State and Florida and Penn State and all these other schools just line up and they go highest bidder. Because I do think he's going to leave Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to look around at some point and go,
I can't win here.
I think he can win there. I don't think he can win a national title.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to win the big one there.
And so you start getting these high-end schools that have won one in the last handful of years. That becomes really appealing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That it does. There will be shifting going on, and I could see James Franklin getting the Big 12 job. Oklahoma State could be a possibility for James Franklin.
I don't think so. I don't think that's where he wants to go. You also got to remember where he's from and where he's been successful.
Where is he from?
I know he's had a lot of success in the South. Now, in terms of where he was born, that part I'm talking about his coaching career.
I'm trying to see if I can figure that out. I don't know. I see James Franklin taking a job in either the Big 12 or the ACC, and he can be the man. And no one will question it. You come to North Carolina. We said this about Bill Belichick. You come to North Carolina and win. You don't have to win them all.
They'll love you forever.
You don't have to win them all.
They'll love you forever.
All you got to do is beat Florida State and Clemson once every 3 years. And don't lose to Duke, which is harder and harder to do these days.
Well, I mean, Manny Diaz is going to be the next coach of Penn State. I have no doubt of that. That's the next coach of Penn State.
Okay.
Because Kurt Cignetti's going to laugh at you. Oh, you ran a guy out of town that just went to the semifinal? I just got beat in the first round of this thing. I know how hard this is.
Right.
You fired a guy that went to the semis? He was one god-awful Drew Aller interception away from being in the national title game, and you fired him 5 games later? I'm going to pass. That's like meeting a girl at a bar, and she's like, well, I mean, I think we should date. Oh, really? What happened to your last boyfriend? I set him on fire. I'm going to pass. I believe I'm good.
Send James Franklin to Clemson and replace Dabo.
Dabro.
He ain't going nowhere.
No.
Rob Johnson suggests Virginia Tech. James Franklin's bigger than that program, in my opinion. A lot of people are really excited about the possibility of James Franklin going to Florida.
We have a super chat that has so many big words in it that I'm not sure I know what it actually means. It's Kevin Mullen with our daily affirmation of Shanahanism.
Yeah. Hang on, I need to do some research on this.
We got to take a break, and in that break, you research if those are things we can actually say on the radio. I think we can. I just don't know how to say them.
I just don't know what the hell he's talking about. We'll take a break here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Your lunchtime daily dose of dumbassery. We'll be back right after this, live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue.
Our 2020.
the Sportsocracy.
And welcome back into the show. ESPN Asheville. The Sportsocracy live on location at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. It's the best barbecue on the planet.
And the collard greens are out of this world.
They do pay us, but I would say that without saying it.
I would.
Paid.
I just stole a cheese curd from Tank. I forget how good those things are.
Yeah. The cheese curds on top of the tater tots, on top of the French fries.
They're peppery and awesome.
So good. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. Check them out at bearsbbq.com. 135 Coxe Avenue. We are live on the South Slope. Beautiful fall afternoon. We were talking about coaches possibly being fired in the. I still don't know how to handle this, Kevin. I really love your Shanahan-ananisms, but I'm going to leave that as a YouTube joke. Just know that Kyle Shanahan looks forward to things landing on his face. He's got.
It also contained a reference to Uranus.
It did.
I just don't know what it means. I'm too stupid for that.
He does have a legit question, though. Is there a Miami fire sale?
Yes.
He says the Seahawks need a nose tackle, linebacker, and defensive back depth. Who makes sense?
Jordan Brooks does make some sense. I think Jalen Phillips potentially and Bradley Chubb get dealt. Miami's so far away, it's borderline comical. What does Miami do well right now?
Piss off Tyreek Hill.
Well, he's not here right now.
He's not here.
So he doesn't really matter. In terms of on-field product, what do they do well?
Nothing.
You would think they rush the passer well, right?
You would think. Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips.
Do you know how many sacks that team has this year?
Let me guess. 5.
I saw this the other day and about fell out of my chair. It's 12.
12.
They're 18 sacks behind the Denver Broncos. Now, every team in the NFL is 10 behind the Broncos. Mm-hmm. So that is kind of a biased stat. The Carolina Panthers are in dead last in the league at 5.
Sorry, Panther fans.
Yeah, and they just lost. I can see his face. It'll come to me in a minute.
Want him?
Patrick Brown. Which is not a good sign. But at least they're letting the young guys play. You would think they could rush the passer well. They don't. They don't do anything well. And you're attached to this god-awful expensive quarterback. It's not good.
No. And it's not going to get better. And the only thing you can do is tear it down to the studs. The only thing that you can do is hope to God that the Jets win one more game than you. Tear this down, get rid of what you can get rid of. You're going to have to swallow the frog on that quarterback contract, I hate to tell you.
No doubt.
Nobody's going to take that off your hands, and you ain't getting out of it, and we told you not to do it. You should have listened. Sorry. You got 3 more years of paying him regardless. You send his ass home like the Browns did Deshaun Watson.
No doubt.
Figure out a way.
Paying mediocre quarterbacks is the going home with the girl with the dagger tattoo of the NFL.
Yeah.
All your buddies tell you not to do it, and you don't listen. Oh, it's the worst that could happen. Next thing you know, you got an alimony payment that is bigger than your house payment.
This is why every time we get to that, well, this guy just had the most amazing year of his career.
Cool. Let somebody else pay him.
Let's give him $1 billion. How about you get more than a year's worth of tape on a guy before you give him that money?
Well, I mean, the bad thing is that you have 5 years tape on all these guys, and none of them have ever been elite, and yet teams cannot resist the urge to pay them elite money.
Right. I mean, the Miami Dolphins one was the one that made the least sense to me because you only had like 7-8 games where you really saw an offense that could not be stopped, and it looked like Tua was that guy.
He put up middling numbers
against bad teams
and threw up a lot of yards.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I have to say this because I've gotten into this argument 4 times somehow this week. If your argument to me about how good a quarterback is how many yards they throw for, I'm going to eviscerate you. That is the I don't even know a way to equate that to another sport of how little that actually matters. Somebody was making the argument a bit, well, Bo Nix threw for more yards than Josh Allen last year. Yes, and if you think Bo Nix is better than Josh Allen, you are too stupid for me to talk to.
Right.
And that's not even me taking a shot at Bo. That's Josh Allen's one of the 3 best quarterbacks in the league. That should tell you how stupid the stats you're giving me is.
Right.
That'd be like saying that Sean Kemp was better than Michael Jordan because he scored more points one year. Did you really just say that to me out loud?
It's a flimsy argument. You never go full. You never go full in on those guys. It should be known.
By the way,
Daniel Jones is one of them.
I have to. I'm so glad you said that because that was the next thing that's getting ready to come out of my mouth. Do you realize how many of these quarterbacks we have coming up in the next handful of years where teams are going to go, what do we do? Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Go back a couple years. There are so many quarterbacks coming up that I'm so glad I'm not a GM and I don't have to decide what to do because the fan base is going to be mad either way.
Right.
That is the living embodiment of why I try to warn teams to not take quarterbacks too high, because you push yourself into this boundary where there is no win. If you don't pay them and you wind up with Tyrod Taylor a year from now, the fan base is going to lose their mind.
Right.
If you do pay them, you become like the Miami Dolphins where you're looking around trying to prop up a guy that's not worth the money you're paying him. And that was a rant, and it felt good.
And thanks for coming.
It's harder for me to rant when I don't have you talking back.
Right. Right.
I did power rankings Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I went 2 hours and 22 minutes talking to myself.
That feel good?
Not really.
Not really.
At the end of it, I walked away and went, God, you need to shut up.
Yeah, even I'm
You
tired.
should shut up.
Even
I'm tired of your voice.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
is bad because it's the voice in my head, too.
I mean, to me, I think C.J. Stroud is probably the closest one that I'm looking at. Going, they're going to do it.
Do we?
I think you do.
Do we know
I
that?
think we know they're going to do it.
Oh, we have a super chat as well.
Okay. Nope. Not that one. It was this one over here.
The Sportsocracy.
Nope, not that one. I think it was that one. There we go. That was it. Now we remember.
I've always given him credit for, well, maybe his buttons don't work. He can't press my buttons. I use these all the time. Very little things just, is it this one? How about this one?
I don't know.
Is it this one now? It wasn't 5 seconds ago, but maybe it is now.
Shut
up. Sir Jimothy, clarifying a previous super chat, said I was referring to Dallas. They even lose on their off days. Is there a way for them to lose even without playing?
Yes. No, there is not. As bad as they are.
Well, I mean, if you put a microphone in Jerry Jones' face, then yes, you can continue to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And Gambit fan said one job. One job, Tank.
One job. It's a lot of buttons.
Nope, it's 9.
Yeah, it's a lot, and none of them are labeled. So
they are. You just have to read the label.
They're labeled way over there. I can't read that. I don't have bifocals.
So you're saying you're blind?
I'm old, dude.
Nobody disputed that.
Right.
Oh, by the way, have you been on social media today?
Once or twice. Didn't notice anything weird about it.
I said something, and it came from an event that happened this morning. And I feel like as a voice of the people, I have to say this on the radio. What the hell does 6'7" mean?
I have no clue.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
I'm more confused now than I was when it started.
Really? My dad asked me that the other day. I said, I have no idea, Dad.
And now here's the second layer of that. If you as a young man say 6'7" to me as an old man multiple times, then you will find a 6'5" man that will put his size 16 foot 7 inches up your keister. I had that happen at the gas station this morning, and I'm not going to lie. This kid was like 20, I'll say 22 years old.
Yeah.
I'm a little more on edge than I am on most days. Jeremy gets his shoddy poos and get a little more angry.
Okay.
It took everything I had not to just pick him up and boop him right into traffic. Like, I'm doing the world a service. I don't even think they'll convict me.
Well, what does it mean?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought
And he kept saying it to me, and I'm like, do you not understand self-preservation?
Uh-huh.
Self-preservation is a thing, and you are a small man, and I am a big man, and this will hurt you a lot.
Right. We got another super chat from Sir Jimothy. Go ahead.
That might be my favorite super chat we've had in a while. Sir Jimothy, Tank's every definition of can't find the button.
Shut up. I hate both of you. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville live at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. It is a kickoff Thursday. Come on down and join us tonight at the Back Alley Bar. We will be right back. Talk some more football right after this.
The Sportsocracy.
We are back live at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. It's an awesome day. Got those wow. Oh, feeling the pepper from the cheese curds and the poutine. Oh, that brisket gravy, man.
So the pepper's a little black pepper's a little hot for you?
No, it's the culmination of all of it after you've had 12 of them. It starts to
it doesn't change what I said.
Sting.
Black pepper's getting a little spicy for you.
A little bit.
You's a manly man.
I know. I'm all about that.
I resisted the urge to make the joke in the last segment. I ain't doing it again. So you do not want change the subject to anything else.
Oh, it is the Sportsocracy, and we are live on ESPN Asheville. It is a kickoff Thursday. Come on by Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, I had to run up to the bar in case you got your QR codes out on the YouTube stream. You can click that little QR code right there. And that'll get you access to the Thanksgiving menu here at Bears. You want to knock out Thanksgiving this year and not have any of the troubles of having to cook the bird yourself? Let the experts do it. I'm not saying that you're not an expert. You may be. But if you're that good at cooking the turkey, then that means every year it's on you. Maybe this year you need to take a break. Let Bears Smokehouse Barbecue take care of your Thanksgiving meal for you. BearsBBQ.com. All right, they're genius. What else is burning on your mind as we're counting down the hours here to the kickoff of the football week?
Austin Groves asked if they ship stuff. I can find an answer to that.
I will bet you they do.
They're doing the food for my golf tournament in a couple weeks. I think we're such great partners of each other. I think we could probably make that happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They definitely ship out all of their merchandise. You can order
their sauces.
You can order T-shirts. You can order their sauces online. The Texas pepper sauce, the sriracha barbecue sauce, which is just fantastic.
The Texas pepper's that's the best barbecue sauce I've ever eaten in my life.
Texas pepper is like it's right in that honey hole. Sweet, savory, and just the right amount of heat.
I combine the Kansas City sweet and the Texas pepper. Oh. And on the collard greens. The good question is right now there's a Vegas bet on over-under number of cups of collard greens Jeremy eats today. Line's 2.5. I think I'd take the over.
Yep. It's categorically false. Didn't you know that? Categorically false that Bill Belichick was ever looking into getting out of UNC.
Gonna disagree.
I mean, did they just make that up? That report came from somewhere.
Oh no, it's definitely true.
And somebody within that program knew.
Look, I don't think I've ever seen more misery in all my life than what you see around that program. I mean, you see it on their sideline. It's just listless.
How can you not? Because everybody knows that this is not going to last. You have a head coach that's reportedly looking
at this
to
point.
get
I
out.
think they're hoping it doesn't last.
Sure, everybody. But it comes down to who's going to make the move. If you're playing for a football team where the head coach may or may not even talk to you, may or may not even know your name, may not even allow you to come into position group meetings, just because you're so far down on the roster, what inspiration do I have to be a part of this program? Because they're from what I'm reading online, you're leaving. You're getting out of here. And if you don't get out of here, they may get you out of here.
Well, you got to be careful about what you read online. But and I hate to use this phrase, but I don't know another way to say it. The vibes in that building have to be so bad that I don't think you care about what's coming from the outside. Have you ever worked in a place where the morale was just so low that you almost didn't even want to talk to each other because you knew the only words that were going to come out of your mouth were going to be complaining about your situation?
Right. I've been there.
It's a toxic work environment, and that's where I feel like they are. Mm-hmm. You know, now you've got a game against California that's just, shoo, buddy. It's not good.
No. Who wants to watch that?
Not me.
You thought that this was going to be better. You thought surely Bill Belichick, of all people, could take any roster in college football and make it look competent.
I did. I'll admit it. I did.
I did. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I feel like we all went, well, I mean, at least it's not going to be completely terrible. I mean, this isn't going to be like Urban Meyer in the NFL. No, it's worse.
We have a super chat.
Okay.
Somebody earlier said the Shanahanisms have jumped the shark, and Kevin came back with a vengeance. It's from Kevin Mullen. He said, Kyle Shanahan says most adult movie stars have the same average career span of an NFL running back. Question, should I trade Zay Flowers for Tony Pollard? Zay's been benched since Lamar's been out.
I thought they stayed in the game for a while.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Some of them get better with age. I would definitely at this point trade Zay Flowers for Tony Pollard.
Okay.
If for nothing else, because there's not that many running backs that get that workload. Tony Pollard gets an insane workload.
Has he been doing anything with it? I hadn't even really been paying attention. The team's so bad.
Is he anything to write home about? No, because they don't score many points.
But he's giving you a solid 10.
And I guess that should be my question. What do the rest of your running backs look like, and what do your receivers look like? I mean, if your receivers are good enough that you've been benching Zay Flowers, you're probably so good that you got to have a weakness somewhere.
Right.
Is that weakness running
So
back?
the depth at running back is probably going to be a bonus for you.
I should do a better job of sounding those things out. I get people send me their fantasy football rosters, and I can't figure out how do you have all of these guys on one team? They'll tell me it's redraft, and I go, you have 4 first-round picks, 3 second-rounders, nobody that went between round 4 and 11.
Right.
How did you pull that off? Kevin said he felt like he owed us another one. He's
Well,
a
we
scholar.
appreciate that.
He's just a scholar.
Yeah, absolutely. Bounced right back from the other one.
Hey, look, we all have.
Look, sometimes, Kevin, you got to dumb things down for us.
He also did specify that a spermatozoon is an
Yes.
individual.
It is. It is. I looked that up. Happy to have that knowledge out there. Just so y'all know.
We are the reading rainbow of sports talk.
Oh my goodness. It's an absolute embarrassment what's happened at Chapel Hill. And I don't know how you come back from. I mean, obviously there's a way back. Obviously there's a path
a way back
forward
to
here,
what?
but I don't know what it is.
But I mean, way back to what? People are acting like this was some 10-win program before Bill got here. It's not.
Nobody said that.
No, but you act that way. Oh, well, look how far we've fallen. Have you really?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Larry Fedora? Because that was not that long ago.
Didn't Larry Fedora win 10 games?
And then what happened? Larry Fedora won 10 games in his first year. If I remember correctly, I think he was sitting on 3 wins when he got fired. They were terrible that last year.
Okay.
This is no worse than that. It's just a lot more public.
Which makes it worse than that.
I don't agree with that.
Well,
No, you laugh
okay,
at that. You want me to tell you why?
yeah.
Number 67 player in the country yesterday. You know what he did? He flipped from Miami to North Carolina. Would he have ever done that with Larry Fedora? No. You got a borderline elite recruit to flip from probably the best team in the country to Carolina. You couldn't have done that elsewhere. Oh, but media people. So I don't know why I went. That was like a mixture of Mickey Mouse and Kendrick Perkins.
Right.
Now I kind of want to do it again.
But media people they say not nice things about us.
And so what? This has been my argument with North Carolina the whole time. You make it seem like they bypassed Ryan Day to get to Bill Belichick.
No.
No, you didn't.
No. Nobody said that.
You
You just didn't want this to be an embarrassment.
yeah, you don't
that's
read
exactly what it was.
you don't read as many Carolina message boards as I thought. If I had $1 for every person that said we should fire Bill Belichick and go hire James Franklin would laugh you out of a building.
I don't know about that if you have enough zeros.
You don't. You don't. I mean, look who you're competing with. This is not going to be a fun year to try to hire a coach because there's not many of them out there, and a lot of them are going to be looking for numbers that are mind-boggling. I have it on good authority. Lane Kiffin's looking for 9 figures.
Yep. Makes sense.
In a 7-year deal. We're talking over $15 million a year. Plus a buyout that you would have to sell off the administration building to pay. This is not going to be a fun year to be looking for a coach. I feel the same way in the NFL. And I always come back to Kevin Stefanski of, can you do better? Like, if you fire him, can you do better?
No.
No. Because the candidates are just not there. We were talking about this at the Bills-Falcons game Monday in Atlanta. Because all the Bills fans were asking me, what are the chances we can keep Joe Brady for another year? 0.
Yeah, he's gone.
Because who else is out there? If you're looking for an offensive coach right now, if Joe Brady's your first call, who's your second call? And look at the best offenses in the league. Because that's usually where this comes from. All right, if you go into I'll go passing offense. Do you know who the 5 highest-rated passing offenses in the league are?
Who?
The San Francisco 49ers throw for a gajillion yards. Well, that's Kyle Shanahan. You can't have him. Dallas Cowboys are 2. I'll give you $1 if you tell me who their offensive coordinator is. The Los Angeles Rams, who are coordinated by Mike LaFleur, yet the same one that went to the Jets and had an offense that I honestly thought was betting against itself. Clint Kubiak is 4, and I'll be honest with you, I think there's a good chance he gets an NFL job. The Colts are 5. And you just go up and down the list, and it's Josh McDaniels at 6. The guy from Tampa Bay who's
Josh Grizzard.
Grizzard. He's not getting a job after 1 year.
No.
I mean, Liam Cohen had been around the league for several years. Matt Nagy in Kansas City. Greg Roman with the Chargers.
I think we can stop there. I don't think anybody's going past.
Trust me, it gets worse.
I don't think anybody's going past Clint Kubiak.
Trust me, it gets worse and worse and worse. Alex Majabi asked in the YouTube chat, will Cliff Kingsbury get another shot? If he wants it, absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah. He'd be at the top of the list.
In terms of who's going to interview, now I don't know if a team will offer him. I don't know Cliff, so I don't know how he's going to sit in that room. I know some of the things he does are a little off-putting to people. Because
Brian Flores, that's a great one.
But
offensive guy.
But Flores is a defensive guy.
Oh,
I said if you're looking for an offensive coach, which most teams do, Brian Flores is without a doubt getting a job.
Yes.
If he wants it, he's getting one. And that's with the lawsuit still pending. That's how bad the candidates in this league are right now. And this is what happens when you have parity. I've laughed about this all season long. I haven't had the chance to say this, but I'm glad here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue I have the opportunity to say this to you.
Okay.
Parity has become what Cinderellas were in March Madness. You say you want them until you get it, and then you don't watch it. You say you want parity. You don't. You don't want there to be 14 teams that can win the Super Bowl. You want Kansas City to be up there and Kansas City to be the bad guy and Philadelphia to be the bad guy and give you somebody to root against. Right now, who are you even – take me, for example. I'm a Jets fan.
Yep.
Who am I rooting to win a Super Bowl right now? The Colts? I know like half of that roster, and I do this for a living. There's no cachet there. There's no sizzle there. And look, I think they're great. I had them at 3. I think there were 3 in my power rankings this week.
Okay.
But it's not a dazzling team to watch on television. When you go to watch games on Sunday, what teams do you gravitate towards that aren't your own? It's the Philadelphia Eagles, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Detroit Lions. And you know why? Because they have offensive stars and you know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nearly as much fun to throw on an Indianapolis Colts game and go, hey, where's Alec Pierce? Oh, he's been hurt for a month? Cool. Who's the other receiver? Because I don't know.
Is it Ashton Doolin? Is he still there?
He's still there.
Is he still doing things? Yeah, but with parity, I feel like we get more chance for drama. Like the New York Giants give us. With the new darlings of the NFL.
Okay. All right, good
Cam
example.
Scattaboo and Jackson Dart.
All right, good example. Why are the New York Giants high drama? Because the two names you just said.
Mm-hmm.
These other teams don't have that. Daniel Jones is nothing like Jackson Dart.
No. But the parity gives us the ability for those teams that are scrappy and fun to win some games.
That's in the
get into the
That's in the 12.
If they were losing, we wouldn't care.
That's in the 12 to 24 range. It happens if they were losing, they lost to the New Orleans Saints 10 days ago. They lost to the worst team.
Week.
They won this past week because they beat the Eagles. That was 7 days ago because we were sitting right here.
Yeah.
You said if they were winning, they won a game that we didn't expect them to win. They lost to one of the worst teams in the league the week before that. They're exciting because New York is excited because New York's a big media market. And they got a lot of fans, and for the first time in forever, they got something to cheer for. Those same two exciting whites turned it over 5 times the week before. So don't tell me this is because they're winning. It's because people like them. It's because they give you some cachet. Daniel Jones doesn't give you that. As much as I love Sam Darnold, he doesn't really give you that.
No.
There are a lot of guys in this league that are just kind of Melba toast. That's your line.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean they're not good, but it doesn't give you somebody to root for. It doesn't give you somebody to root against. You need the Eagles. You need the Chiefs. You need the Bills. And I'm not going to lie. I told this to no less than 100 Falcon fans. You should be very happy for the win. But they're doing that shout chant, because the Bills do that.
Right.
Bills make me want to shout.
Yeah.
So they're doing that at the Bills fans. And there were a bunch of them at the bar we went to after the game. And I'm like, you understand you need the Bills to be good, right? You want the Bills to be good. You want the Chiefs to be good. You want the Eagles to be good because you want somebody to do that with. Mm-hmm. You know what you don't do when you beat the Carolina Panthers? That.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you don't do when you beat the New Orleans Saints or the Chicago Bears or the Arizona Cardinals or New England doesn't fit into that anymore. Houston. You don't sing their song because you don't have a disdain for them. You're not envious of where they've been. They're you. And I think when it gets to the time, and we're in week 15, week 16, week 17, week 18, you want Philly to have figured it out. You want Buffalo to have figured it out. You want Kansas City to have figured it out because you want somebody to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're the Houston Texans, beating the Indianapolis Colts does not give you that same bit of satisfaction of, we got the same round of the playoffs, but I wanted to beat the Ravens. I wanted to beat the Chiefs. I wanted to beat the Bills. That's who's haunted my nightmares for 10 years. I want to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you have an emotion towards them. Parity's overrated, just like Cinderella's were.
I disagree.
Oh, I want to see George Mason in the Final Four. Cool. Then why did you not watch it?
You are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We're live at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Come on and join us. Kickoff Thursday here at Bears on ESPN Asheville.
Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat or get in your car. Drive your ass down to Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on 135 Coxe Avenue. It is the place to get the best meat in town. All of the bear balls, all of the moink balls, they got the balls. And they'll put wieners in them as well. You can order the total package, just $5. You get a bear ball, the pulled pork, the mac and cheese, the cornbread. Put a hot dog in the middle. It's pretty good. You should try one, Jeremy. I know you've never had one.
I have not. Sorry, I couldn't get us back on the screen. It's like all of my buttons.
I didn't realize you were having troubles over there.
Yeah, if you ever
I thought you were just staring blankly.
No, if you ever see my eyebrows do the frowny thing, it's because my computer's doing something that doesn't make any sense. And I'm not going to lie, that's a new one. You have no control over anything that's happening.
I looked over and apparently Jeremy's just staring at the wall or something. That's wild. It is a kickoff Thursday night football. Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, the back alley bar. That is our spot to watch Thursday night football. So come on down tonight. We got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in another divisional matchup. From here on out, are they all divisional matchups? Is that what they did? They just went every Monday night for Thursday night football has to be a divisional matchup?
It feels that way, and it's creating for some very strange Thursday night football games.
Indeed. So tonight you get Joe Flacco against Aaron Rodgers.
Brought to you by Metamucil.
You talk about two fan bases that have mixed feelings about their teams right now.
I have kind of a rule of if we're doing anything athletic and the two starting quarterbacks are both older than me, a guy who actually legit threw his back out sneezing in the last 6 months, probably not going to be a bastion of physical ability.
No, but it could be a whole lot of fun to watch the old men cripple themselves tonight out on the football field.
Now, you know what would be fun? If we made Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco do the kickoff like they used to do in the XFL. Just put the ball at the 50, put each one of them on the 40, and first one to get it wins. The only problem is it'd take about a minute and a half. And somebody would need some Bengay afterwards.
Right.
Little Gold Bond medicated powders. I do like that I'm making all these old jokes, and both of them are 3 years older than me.
Yes. I'm actually older than both of them. So I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing.
Well, I mean, you're also a 49. You're 49, right?
I'm 43.
52.
Thank you very much.
76. Oh, no, you act 76.
Yeah, especially when I pick up my computer with a camera attached to it so I can plug it back in or before it dies. And then I'll just set it back down, and everything will be fine. See? Everything's fine. Look at that. Just perfect.
I'm convinced. You want to know why I'm a good person, Tank? Because I'm convinced hell is I have to follow you around with a camera for the rest of eternity, and then I have to work the night shift at the Atlanta airport. And I have to drive to and from Commerce every day to get there.
It definitely would be Atlanta, because I have never been to a better airport than the LaGuardia Airport in New York.
That's
and
the Rolls-Royce.
I thought that would be the worst.
No, it's the Rolls-Royce.
It's awesome.
JFK's solid, too. Now, if you...
I don't know where we're flying into this week, so...
I'm glad you said that. So, when you said you were in Chicago...
Yes.
I just assumed you were flying out of O'Hare.
No, we were at
Midway.
And it was pretty nice.
Oh, buddy. I hope they send you to O'Hare this week.
We're not. We're direct flights this week.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Beamer, Benz, and Bentley tank going direct flight.
Yeah. Direct flight from Charlotte to New York.
That was sarcasm, by the way. If you're driving to Charlotte, it should be a direct flight. That's why you drive to Charlotte.
It wasn't the last time.
I'm aware.
Which is why.
That's why you need a travel planner whose name is Jerome Green.
Well, you can't fly out of Asheville because if you fly out of Asheville, it costs $400 more than anywhere else.
Or just book it a month in advance, and then it's the same price.
It's not at all. Oh, man. Daily draft time here with the third hour of the program. And, Jeremy, you said you wanted to do what? It's the fan base's most happy?
The happiest and most upset fan bases in the NFL.
Okay. All right.
And you said you wanted the number one pick, so you have at it. Take your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I will. I will take my Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the number one pick because, I don't feel like there is a fan base that's happier in all of football right now than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans. Because it's either one of two things. It's either you're like me and, you've been skeptical about this whole thing. Like, it's very flimsy. There's a lot of magic that's happened that I don't know that's really repeatable, but somehow it's being repeatable. I don't know exactly what this is, but right now we look like the best team in the NFL. As far as you put us on a field with anybody, we will find a way to win that game. Or at least be really close. I don't think we really thought that this is where we would be 7 weeks into the season. That we'd be sitting atop the heap, 5-1, whatever. And then there's the other side of it that you were a Todd Bowles, Baker Mayfield truther, and now you get to rub it in everybody's faces that Baker looks like an MVP candidate.
This is a great time for me to warn the Baker Mayfield truthers. As somebody that takes more victory laps than anybody in radio, I would be careful how many of these you take because the people like me will seriously enjoy any fall. So just remember that.
Which is coming, gang. We know this as Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans. For right now.
Oh, God, you have been around Mark.
I did that on purpose.
Listen, gang.
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 But for right now, I think we're the happiest on the planet.
I don't agree with you.
Okay. Who's happier?
And here's why I say I don't agree with you. Your fan base is a little delusional. And when I say something wrong, you tell me.
Nope. Okay.
Your fan base is a little delusional. So you have some on the high side that, we just knew we were going to be here anyway.
Sure.
Then you have the bottom tier that is just waiting for the fall. They're waiting for you to lose a game that doesn't make any sense because they trust Todd Bowles as much as I trust the federal government. There is a team that I think is just unmitigated. It's 100% pure happiness. It's the Indianapolis Colts. Because you have come out of the dregs of taking the wrong quarterback in the top 5. You found money in Indiana Jones. And now you're arguably one of the 2, 3, 4 best teams in the NFL. And it all feels replicable. You're not like the Bucs, you're winning one-score games at a rate that's not replicable.
Right.
The Colts are just beating teams. And in some instances, they're beating the bejesus out of teams. Didn't say they were good teams, but here's the good thing. You don't play many. So you can keep doing this all season long, let the good times roll. And here's where the difference between the Bucs and the Colts. Look, the Bucs were my 2, so I'm nitpicking.
We're not far off, yeah.
Here's the difference between the Bucs and the Colts. Right now, both those teams are 5-1. What does your final record have to be for your team to be happy going into the playoffs?
11-6.
I would have said 12-5
at
minimum.
Sure.
The Indianapolis Colts can win the division at 10-7, and they'll have the most ecstatic fan base in the world. Oh, he lost 6 of your last 11. They don't care. I won the division, and I didn't expect to do that.
Right.
Even if I said it was a possibility, I didn't expect to do it. Bucs fans expected to win the division.
Yes.
The delusional ones expected to be the one seed in the NFC.
Okay. So if we're talking growth here, I get it.
Now I'll
from not thinking that you were a contender to holy cow, we're one of the best teams in the NFL.
Now I'm going to go from the high side to the low side.
Okay.
The saddest fan base in the NFL. It's got to be the Baltimore Ravens. Because you came in, if I had $1 for every Ravens fan that told me coming into this season, this is the year, it's do or die. This makeup, it's getting older. This is the best opportunity we've had at a Super Bowl. And you started 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not just 1-5. I'm going to tell you a crazy stat. And I'm going to see how close you can get this just guessing it.
All right.
How many points per game do they average with Lamar Jackson right now?
31.
It's 37.
Okay.
How many points do they average with anybody else?
11.
You're too high. It's 6.5.
6.5. Yowzer.
And then you look at the
Who's
defense
the
and go,
MVP
well,
now?
the defense has been brutal regardless.
Right.
I don't think any fan base is more disgusted right now with the state of their franchise. And trust me, I think there are a lot that are in this same area.
Mm-hmm.
I see somebody just said the Jets. The Jets fan, at this point, we're James Franco with the noose hanging behind us. First time?
Right.
This ain't
We've
our
been here
first
before.
time. I'm not even surprised that we're here. I'll go ahead and tell you, the Jets aren't even on my list.
They were not on my list either. Because there's not very many people that had hopes for that team to begin with. Okay.
Yeah, Alex S. said, Jeremy, you're wrong. Jets fans are on suicide watch. No, we're not. And let me tell you why. Because we expected this. One of my best friends on this planet works for the Jets. He was the first one that told me this team could go 0-17, and it was in the preseason. I'm not even nominally surprised by where the Jets are.
Right.
Now, there are some other bad teams that are down there with us that they didn't expect to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see where Cantankerous goes from here.
Okay. Are we doing just NFL, or is this college as well?
Oh, that's a layer of this that I have to allow it.
Okay.
I didn't specify that, so I have to allow
You
it.
did not specify, and I got to go with Penn State.
That would not have been the one.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I mean, are you taking any kind of solace in the fact that they don't have a losing record?
No.
Because that doesn't matter at all to me, or wouldn't if I was a Penn State fan. This could not have gone worse. As you said earlier in the program, it's been 6 games since we were in the college football semifinal.
They were 19 days ago. They were walking on the field as the number 3 team in America with a chance to beat Oregon, and they would have been number 1 in the country, and that game went to overtime.
Uh-huh. And then what happened?
But that's why I couldn't have Penn State this high.
Okay.
Because Penn State fans, the true loyalists, they got what they wanted. James Franklin is no longer the coach at Penn State. That was enough of a morale boost for me to put them – you're not up here for me.
Really?
They wanted him gone that bad. They were chanting Fire Franklin the second game of the year. Because Penn State fans are – and look, I know some of them, and some of them are great people. You're some of the most delusional people I've ever met in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think you're better than you are, because you play in a bad Big Ten. Nobody wants to talk about this. The top of the Big Ten is really good. The meaty clackers in the bottom is terrible. Wisconsin is an assault on your eyeballs. Iowa couldn't score at a sorority bar. They're awful.
Right.
You beat up on those teams every single year, and then you go up against Ohio State and you see where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost to UCLA and you lost to Northwestern. That's different. Where you are as a team, it's no different. I don't care the number next to you. It happens every year. They wind up in the top 5, and the first time they play a team that belongs up there, they get their nose mushed, and you realize that it's a 12 to 15 program in the country.
There is most certainly, or there are most certainly, people in the Penn State fan base who are happy that James Franklin's no longer there. But I don't think that changes the sadness of where you're at. I mean, it gives you hope. It gives you hope for the future that you'll find something, but you can't be happy with this.
I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. The only thing I'll tell you, a lot of them, there are several of them that comment on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Talk to one. You'll figure it out quick, because they think Kirk Cincinnati is sitting with his hands clasped on his desk chair, waiting for the day he can run to Penn State. They're wrong, but that's what they think.
Mm-hmm.
They think any coach that they offer this job to will take it with bated breath, not realizing that the last time this job was open, before James Franklin, you had to resort to Bill O'Brien.
Well, I mean, there were extenuating circumstances around that.
Sure.
That made it difficult.
It's still there. It's not as fresh as it was then.
It's far enough in the rear view where I don't know that it would matter all that much at this point when it comes to that decision. But yeah, I get your point. I get what you're saying.
Just understand, Greg Schiano. This was 3 years ago. Greg Schiano was going to be the next head coach at Penn State, or the next head coach at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
The Board of Regents shot it down.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3 years ago.
Right.
It ain't that far in the rear view.
Right.
And then you mix in, now you had a period of sustained success where they go, no, we're a top 5 program in the country. Let me say this as clear as I can. No, the hell you're not. I have a college team.
And I think that's going to add to it, because when they realize that they can't just offer this job to anybody, that's going to add to the sadness.
I cannot find a way it's not Manny Diaz. Every time I sim this out in my head, it's Manny Diaz.
Does he have a connection there? Or?
He was the DC there. He left Penn State to take the Duke job.
Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that.
When that defense was outrageous.
Maybe that is.
See, that's like the fallback plan. What they don't understand is that's actually really you'll make the call to Kurt Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
You'll make the call to several other people. Urban Meyer. Good luck with that. It's not going to go the way you want it to.
Right.
I have a college team this high. It is not Penn State.
Really?
I actually have 2.
Ooh. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We'll be right back. Daily Draft continues here live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Check them out at bearsbbq.com.
The Sportsocracy.
It is ESPN Asheville, the Sportsocracy, live on the road in downtown Asheville, South Slope. That's where we're at, 135 Coxe Avenue at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. Jeremy Green alongside as we are counting down to the kickoff of Week 7 in the NFL.
We're a third of the way done, Tank.
Which is crazy. Crazy to think. Before we know it, we'll turn around and it's going to be party time in Yinzertown.
Oh.
For the NFL draft.
And I'll be rocking I'm taking this shirt to Pittsburgh.
Most definitely. You have to take that shirt to Pittsburgh.
No doubt. Do you realize that if I wore this at a Jets game, I would be the best friend of like every Jet fan there.
Uh-huh. I think you should actually you should actually mail it to Rex Ryan and have him sign it and send it back to you.
Do I have to send a pair of my socks with it?
Yes. He will require.
For sure.
And molds of your wife's feet.
That's
You do something for me, I'll do something for you.
This is called the quid pro quo.
Rex Ryan loves feet things.
Oh,
one thing I didn't want to know in my life.
I love Rex Ryan so much.
We cannot forget it. We're daily drafting the happiest or the most discontented of the fan bases. In the football world.
A word?
Discontented, yes. That is a word.
Sure. I think sometimes you just screw with me because you know I make up words so often I don't know when they are words and when they're not.
I do, like spermazoon. Miami Dolphins.
Sounds like what should have been my nickname in college.
The Miami Dolphins are my next selection.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't think Miami Dolphins fans thought that they were at this point. I think Miami Dolphins fans actually believed that they were at a point where they were going to get Bradley Chubb back and Jalen Phillips was going to be healthy this year and we had Jalen Ramsey and things were going to be better. This defense was going to be good with Anthony Weaver leading the way. And you know, maybe Tua wasn't great last year, but things can be better this year. There was hope there. Not that you were going to win a division, I don't think.
See, that's where my problem lies in, is that for me to be on this list, you had to either have really high expectations and be really bad, or you had to not really have much of an expectation and be way better than you thought.
And I understand that, but I also feel like the Miami Dolphins are so bad and that's so toxic that, I mean, you're just ready to burn it all to the ground. Because that's exactly what needs to happen here. I mean, I feel like Miami fans are pretty dejected at the moment.
All right, you opened this up for me to go a high,
okay,
and a low.
Okay.
My high is the New England Patriots.
Indeed.
I don't care how rose-colored glasses Mike Vrabel sycophant you were. You did not think Drake May was going to look like this quick. Nobody did.
Mm-hmm.
He's been one of the 5 best quarterbacks in the league.
Has he been that good?
He's been unbelievable.
Okay.
Check any metric you want. He's in the top 5. It's nuts. And you just look at how the defense is built, how young this team is. You've got the new coach. Everything's trending your way.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. And then you look around the division and go, well, the Bills don't look as good as they've looked in the past. That team seems to be getting old fast. The Dolphins and the Jets are an assault on your eyeballs. Well, there's nobody else in the division. So the opposition to us going on a 6 to 8 year run here is it's not a concrete wall. It's barely a wall, period. It might be one of those little speed bumps that you hit at the hospital.
Right.
I think New England's got to be one of the happiest fan bases in the league. And I say that as a Jets fan who looks back and goes, why do I find myself rooting for the Patriots? Do I care about the Jets that little at this point?
Right.
As I think I do.
Sure.
At this point, we're in a marriage of sheer convenience. I don't want you getting half of my 401k, and I sure as hell don't want to pay alimony.
So I'm gonna let you hang around here
Yeah.
until I like you again.
Yeah, so we'll just sit in our respective recliners and yell at each other while we watch The Wheel.
Sleeping in separate beds and
No
everything.
doubt. I bought you a twin just because I'm a jerk.
Different bed.
My lowest
I
of
bought
lows.
you a futon and you'll.
I got you a futon, and I got it at the dump, and it's got bugs in it. My down team is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh.
Man, there was so much hope coming into this year. Joe Burrow, we got the receivers back. The offense is going to be so good. And we got Trey Hendrickson back. It took a while. We got Shamar Stewart in. The defense should be better. And now we got Al Golden. And the defense sucks on ice.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Burrow has a little toe problem, and you're playing Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine a Bengals fan that's been in a coma for 8 weeks. How slowly would you have to tell him all of these things, or he starts ripping IVs out?
Okay, listen.
All right. How's Joe Burrow doing? Well, your starting quarterback's Joe Flacco.
Their first thought will be, did he get hurt again? Because of course he did.
But the defense has to.
Nope. Nope. It's almost like coaching didn't really matter in that scenario. You got a bad personnel.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
Yeah.
not good.
No,
It's not good.
it's all bad.
I feel like I've already beaten you in this, but maybe make 2 more picks, and I'll take. I have 1 more up and 1 more down, and I don't think you're taking either one of them.
I'm gonna go down again, and I'm going with the North Carolina Tar Heels
That's a good one.
because
I actually had
it could-
mentally already chalked up that you were going to take.
it could not get worse. You
it could get worse.
You went out and got a guy who was supposed to be awesome and transform everything, and in 3 weeks he burned it to the ground. In 3 weeks, everybody gave up,
And I'm
including the team.
I'm with Gambit fan. It could totally get worse. Hillbilly hand fishing could decide to leave, and Bill promotes Jordan to offensive coordinator. Like, everybody just run that way and then catch it. Break.
I don't see how that would be any different, really.
I mean, the result would be the same, but it'd be a lot more fun to make fun of.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna go New York Giants fans. You had nothing to pull for.
No.
You had nothing to pull for, and then until that little testosterone ball called Cam Scattaboo showed up, hit the mainstream. You got your pretty boy quarterback out here looking like He-Man, Adam of Eternia.
I did not think you were going to take that.
It's the greatest thing in football today. I mean, other than Baker Mayfield, of course. But the Cam Scattaboo legend is growing by the minute. Did you see the press conference? Brian Daboll's up there doing a press conference, and he shakes his head.
Oh, that was weeks ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
was
that
it
was
weeks
weeks
ago?
ago.
I just saw it this weekend and was like, oh, my God.
Yeah,
He just shook his head, and Cam Scattaboo's walking by. He goes, hold on, guys. Cam's walking by. And then Cam just whoos in the hallway. He's like, he does this all the time. Like Brian Daboll is Ben Affleck smoking the cigarette out behind the barn or whatever, going, oh God, he won't stop. I mean, I love it. I love the energy.
I love it all.
But I just wish to God that he would just not. Maybe when I'm talking to the press.
Look, as a man that has smoked that heater with Brian Daboll,
Yeah.
which I've, he looks so much better right now than he did in Indianapolis just 6 months ago.
Right.
7 months, or that was 7 months ago now. When I saw him outside the Indianapolis Convention Center, I swear to you, I was looking at the drawstring in his jacket, going, "Can I have that? I don't trust you with that."
Well, look, I mean, there's fire now. I was just in New York City, and you know what people in New York City on the sidewalk are talking about? It's not the guy with the blown out sweatpants. I can tell you that. They're not talking about him. They're talking about the New York Giants.
They're also not talking
and Cam Scadaboo and Jackson Dart.
They're also not talking about nasal suction.
Navage.
My neck. All right, you took my stock up, so no, that didn't go my way, even a little bit. I thought I was just going to walk into that one. I'm going to go happy fan base of Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep. That's a good
with
one.
all the sludge and sewer water that you've been through.
Yep.
Now to see where that franchise is and where it's trending, even the loss to Seattle, which I maintain that was more two really good defenses that were just frustrating offenses that are still putting it together.
Yeah.
Outside of Jackson Smith and Jigba. Total aside here, we're on board that JSN's he's a top 7 receiver in the NFL.
He's dog, yeah.
Okay. I didn't think you were going to argue with me on that, and then somebody did argue with me on it, and I was shocked.
Yeah, no, JSN's the dude.
Because I'm right. He's in the CD Lamb territory with me now. CD drops it too much. It's too many drops with CD. Now he's got the injury thing.
He's out there. I will tell you one thing. If you have the chance to draft an Ohio State wide receiver, you should probably do it.
Yeah, do it. And if you have the chance to draft an Ohio State quarterback, run away.
Don't ever do that.
Ever.
But definitely take the wide receivers because they work out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with mine, and I feel sure that you would be happy with yours if you decided to go down that path.
Now I'm going to say unhappy, but I'm going to cheat.
Okay.
Because really the question was from the offseason to now. This team did not have a whole lot of hope in the offseason because last season was so bad. But then they beat Alabama.
Okay.
It's Florida State.
Yeah.
These 3 losses in a row they've sucked every bit of energy out of that fan base. And then they play Stanford this weekend. They're an 18.5-point favorite, and I will be shocked if anybody even acknowledges it.
Because the polls teased them again. The polls put you up there at 8 after you beat Alabama.
This is another good time to point out we should not have polls in college football till at least week 5.
I can get behind that. It's never going to happen, but yeah.
Jack S. in the YouTube chat said, Jeremy, I had a debate with someone that JSN's better than A.J. Brown, to which I think he's good, but just in a better situation. Am I wrong? If I was power ranking receivers right now, my 1's Jamar Chase, my 2's Justin Jefferson, and you can flip those either way you want to because it's really 1A, 1B for me.
Right.
3 is Amon-Ra.
Okay.
4 is A.J. Brown for me. 5 is probably Jackson Smith and Jigba. And I'd take CeeDee Lamb 6.
Okay.
Then you get into the Garrett Wilsons of the world, and they're a
America
handful.
Yeah. I'm just it's too soon, I know.
No.
We're there. Well, I mean, he's
not that
so
high.
far.
He's not that high because he
No.
does one thing really. All right, I'll concede this.
Yeah.
He's a top 3 deep threat in the NFL right now.
No doubt. That kid's incredible.
He's a top 3 deep threat right now.
Mr. Separation.
He's
Love it.
real good. Oh, Randy L's got a point. I knew I was forgetting one. Puka.
Puka Nacua, yeah. Puka's got to be up there.
All right, I'm going to say something about Puka that's probably not going to be popular.
Okay.
I don't think he lasts long.
Because
He has no – I ding Puka. Puka would have been 5 ahead of JSN and CD. Puka is the Cam Scadaboo of wide receivers,
Agreed.
and I think it's going to get him killed.
Mm-hmm. Very well could.
You can't play receiver the way he does with just complete reckless abandon for your body.
Precisely.
And that's what scares me. I mean, in terms of raw talent, that kid's as good of a receiver in terms of he is doing more with less because he's not as big as some of these other guys. He's hyper physical, but he just plays like he's been told he has 6 months to live. And it bothers me. The way he got hurt against Baltimore, you cannot do that. It's just dumb. You have to take better care of your body.
Right.
I get it with Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is in year 2 with the Giants, and he's going, this is the first time I've had a real-life quarterback. So, yeah, I'm giving it everything. Puka, buddy, you're playing against a team that couldn't beat you if we let them play with 15 guys. Take better care of yourself.
Right. All right, my final selection here for the happiest, saddest fan bases. I'm going to go one of the happiest fan bases in all of football right now has to be the Texas A&M Aggies fans. Because you've been doing this for a while. You've been doing this game since Jimbo Fisher of we're going to have the best recruiting class, we're going to spend $1 bajillion, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And you haven't been able to turn it into anything yet. Now
I'll give you just a side here that's
Yep.
more confirmation on how bad Florida State is.
Yep.
I've had 3 former Florida State players in the last week ask me, is it realistic that we could hire Jimbo again?
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it is
that.
with Mike Norvell.
I could definitely see that. Texas A&M is finally there. Or so they think. And I don't think there's too many fan bases that are much happier than that, especially when you look ahead to their schedule and go, you do realize there's a great chance that we're going undefeated.
It's so funny how different you and I look at certain.
Really?
Because I think there's 0 chance they go.
0 chance?
Yeah.
They go to LSU.
Uh-huh. That ain't going to be fun. You're completely undervaluing Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Because that game's on the road, too.
I am.
They also have to go to Texas, which might be a play into the playoff.
Possibly.
Because if the way this goes, Texas A&M would make it to the SEC championship game if they beat Texas.
Yep.
Texas is completely eliminated from playoff contention if they lose, and it's in Texas.
Yep.
I don't. And look, if I'm wrong,
But Texas has got to win out to get there. That's
for
the
sure.
problem.
And if they do, they're going to be in the same boat that I just said.
They very well could be.
Of you've beaten so many teams here that you're in it.
Yep. I think Texas A&M fans are real happy right now.
This is also a great time for me to tell Mike Elko, hey, buddy, maybe get a salad.
You've said that for weeks now, and I don't think I've ever taken note
Oh,
of what Mike
Google
Elko
it.
looks like right now.
Just Google it. Go to Twitter and search Mike Elko.
Oh, I mean, it's
Tank,
they got a lot of good barbecue down there in Texas.
Tank, he's fatter than you were when I met you.
Well, I mean, look, he's happy, right?
It's fine.
He's getting the most out of life.
Sure.
Certainly. He's certainly getting the most out of his food selections.
No doubt.
Yes. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM at 1400. We'll be right back. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue on a kickoff Thursday right after this.
Sportsocracy.
And we are live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. It is the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy because we only choose the best. And this is by far the best meat you're going to get.
They've ruined me for other barbecue.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Come on down to Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. Get you some supper tonight.
Somebody brought me a pulled pork sandwich at one of the stadiums I was at over the weekend.
Yeah.
I took one bite and went, "What is this filth?
This is gross.
This is."
You still ate it, though.
No, I didn't. I put it in the garbage.
Did you?
Did.
Man, that's bold.
That's where
that was a $12 sandwich you just threw away.
It was free in the stadium.
Oh.
I can't talk about it. Maybe in the uncensored, I'll explain that.
It was free. Well, as long
I
as
did
it's
eat
free.
8 hot dogs at the at Mercedes-Benz.
That's incredible.
I ate 8 hot dogs. I drank 8 beers. And then after you got all weepy on Facebook, I knelt on the 9th beer. I went, I could do this easily. But I feel like Tank needs to be here when I beat the 999 challenge.
I like it.
We'll do it at a Jets game. 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, and 9 first downs total. Oof.
You'd be lucky to get 9 first downs.
We do need.
Who are you playing? The Dolphins?
We play the Panthers this weekend. By the way, great time to say take the Panthers -1.5. Because the Panthers win that even with a safety. So
absolutely.
This is a good time to. Matt Penn was talking about this in the YouTube chat. The
is that Sean Penn's brother?
Wrong. P-I-N, not P-E-N.
Okay.
I will wager Matt Penn doesn't smoke cigarettes in his house. I just feel very sure of that. The illegal shift, Dan Campbell officials apparently talked to Jesus and figured out that was an archaic rule.
Uh-huh.
I've been around this game for 30-some-odd years. I didn't even know about that rule. So I thought since Jared Goff never actually assumed center, that didn't apply. Apparently it's not true. If you line up behind the center, you must stop if you go in motion. I did not know that. Somehow the officials who claimed they were not buzzed down from New York or anything like that, one of the officials just sat there and processed it, I guess.
Right.
A, I don't believe you. B, Dan Campbell doesn't believe you. C, nobody else believes you.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt basically asked, is that a black mark on the officials? I think it is. I think it is, and I'll tell you, but not maybe for the reason that everybody else thinks. That's a scoring play, so the booth is allowed to buzz down.
Mm-hmm.
This was a chance to say, okay, we need a little oversight because it was an error, and they got the call right. I thought it was wrong. I thought it was wrong until yesterday, actually, when I heard somebody explain it.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1:17 seconds, according to Detroit Fan Man, after the play. Has to be the latest flag in league history. That's the problem, is the procedure of it. I have long said that New York should have some oversight on egregious penalties.
Right.
You miss a very obvious face mask. You call a face mask and it wasn't there. I don't necessarily want them calling holds. I don't want them but things like that, I don't have a problem. But do it quickly.
Right.
What you just did is push the idea of the sky judge back 5 years. Because now we're all sitting here going, it took you 1.5 minutes to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to go through it. You didn't explain it.
Were they reviewing it?
No. Detroit was lined up to kick the PAT. And then they threw a flag randomly and said, no. Jared Goff was on the sideline with a hat on.
Somehow I missed that in all of the traveling. Detroit Fan Man said it was 1:17 seconds after the play.
It was insanity.
77 seconds. You missed your window. That's the what do they call it? The when you commit a crime and you
statute of limitations.
Yeah, there you go. That's the statute of limitations is up on that one.
I heard somebody on Dan Patrick this morning mention that there should be a review clock. You got 15 seconds after the play is adjudicated to buzz down anything like that. And I agree wholeheartedly. Officiating has been – we talked about this a lot on Monday on the YouTube only while you were in New York.
Yeah.
Officiating at this point, we've gotten to the point of no return because it's inconsistent. It is affecting games.
Yes.
I don't know that you and I have ever talked about this. Are you one of those people that believes that human error is part of the game? That is, to me, that is the stupidest argument that anybody makes ever, and I'm including sports is rigged in that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the human error is part of it is dumber than sports is rigged.
Human error was a part of it until we had technology to take the human error out. Exactly. Like the whole, I don't want robo umpires thing. I mean, I'm sure there was a point in my life where younger me made that point of
why?
That's just
why?
Because it's, I don't know, because it's tradition, because it's how it's always been.
Who cares?
Exactly, who cares?
I mean, at this point, I don't even know why we have umpires in baseball. There's no point.
You need physical umpires on the field to relay the calls. That's about it.
You can say it over the stadium speaker, ball or strike, and it happens instantaneously.
They will be going,
and you'll never get one wrong, ever. Why would you not do that?
What do you mean?
So you have a software that will literally tell you whether it's a ball or strike, and you still got some jackal behind the plate going, well, I think it was a ball. Well, I think you were wrong, and I have a thing that will tell me that.
Right.
That's stupid. I'm the same point in the NFL. We have officials on the field. A, we have too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
B, they get it wrong an insane amount. Have you seen the UTEP study that basically confirms the NFL's been on Kansas City's side for 10 years?
No, I have not seen that.
They looked at every call for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't remember the percentage. Gary Burt sent it to me. The percentage of calls that went Kansas City's way are mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm.
Why you have the technology to fix it? Why do you not fix it? Don't give me tradition. I don't give a damn about tradition.
Right.
I don't care. That's stupid. If you're so locked into tradition, cool. Go trade your car in and get you a horse and buggy. That's a traditional way to get around.
It's a jobs program. We're all about giving people jobs.
It's stupid. Get the call right.
Agreed.
We have a super chat.
All right. Last one of the day here. Where'd it go?
Sir Jimothy, each team should get 3 penalty challenges each game. I agree with you.
Sure.
I would have fought that 3 years ago. I agree with you now. I really do. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because there are so many times that I see these little ticky-tack, god-awful calls that, okay, if you looked at that again, you would realize how bad of a call this actually is.
Mm.
And what made me realize it was how quick we've gotten with targeting in college football. Have you noticed that you don't even notice these targeting reviews anymore?
Yeah.
And if they last more than 30 seconds, the fans start booing because they're so used to it happening so fast.
Right.
Because you got these people. The ACC they've broken the mold because they're giving you inside the room. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
If you watch an ACC football game right now, they go inside the Charlotte War Room where they're reviewing this. You know what the official's going to say before they say it.
Mm.
Every conference should do that.
Yeah.
And then it should translate to the NFL.
Okay. You are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400 Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. It's a kickoff Thursday. We got Thursday night football tonight. Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals. The back alley bar is the place to be. We'll be back with you tomorrow for
Football Friday.
That's right, back in the Ingles studio on ESPN Asheville. Have a great evening.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.